Hi, my name is John Gosman and shalom to you. It's a scientific fact that there are only two different types of people in the world. The evolution theory proves that there is a missing link. And that is the missing link between the beast-like people, the Homo erectus up till the Homo neanderthal. And they were people that were seen as that had a beast-like nature and behavior and also low IQ. And then there was this big gap, what they call the missing link. And then we had the Homo sapien, which means the intelligent human being. And we find this when we grow up as little kids, we are taught with pictures. And beasts are also taught with pictures, where we train them by showing them pictures or sounds and things like that. So with regards to a human, as a kid you are taught with pictures, and what happens is some only have the ability to go to a first, second dimension, and they never get to the third or fourth dimension. The Homo sapien, intelligent human, who I call the mighty one-like human, has got the ability to go to the third dimension, and beyond that also into the fourth dimension. And the fourth dimension is that they got the ability to see things that others don't see. So they see the truth, and they're very innovative, and they can come up with things that other people can't. So to deal with a beast-like type nature, you have to show pictures. They can relate more to pictures than numbers and formulas and things like that. And that's why in my videos I show a lot of pictures. I do put some numbers in and projections and stuff like that, which the mighty-like type of person would identify with. So currently, today on the 25th of March 2020, yesterday for the first day officially, there was over 40,000 new cases of the coronavirus. Over the last 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago we were into the 20,000, then we went into the 30,000. Today is the last day of the second week, and 2 days before the end of this week we hit over 40,000. So that's a big jump, and it is going up 20, 30, 40,000. So it's basically it's 20,000 new cases jump in 2 weeks. So that's huge numbers. So let's look at those figures, and of course, hopefully the beast-like type of people would actually see the pictures and understand that what we're dealing with is something that's unknown, and it makes it very dangerous. So let's look at those facts. When we look at a bell curve, it gives a trend of a bell, and you'll see a gradual climb of figures, and then it shoots up and then starts tapering off and then starts coming back down again. Coronavirus is going according to a bell curve, but the projected figures are something different. This is a bell curve that the coronavirus new cases statistics should follow if it's going to top out at about 500,000 new cases. But the last 2 weeks and the last 3 days has indicated that the graph for the coronavirus is going straight up at 90 degrees. The expected new cases projection for the next 4 weeks is 1.5 million. Looking at the top affected countries in the world, we see why the 1.5 million projected new cases in the next 4 weeks is very, very possible. In less than 2 weeks, the European countries have pushed South Korea from 2nd position down to 9th position. And in the next 2 or 3 days, the UK will be pushing South Korea down into the 10th position. Italy is now only 12,000 cases away from China, and the USA is following up rapidly with 55,000 cases. Italy's total deaths is now more than twice that of China. And in the next 2 or 3 days, it looks like Spain would have more deaths than China. When you look at the projected average for the last 2 weeks, the new cases in 4 weeks' time will be sitting at 600,000. But if you look at the figures for the last 3 days, the new cases figures in 4 weeks' time would be over 1 million. The new deaths projected average for the next 4 weeks is over 40,000. The projected current figures give you a figure of over 50,000 within the next 4 weeks. When you look at the new cases per continent, we see that Europe is way ahead with over 200,000 cases. Asia is a distant second, followed up with North America and the Middle East. With the continent's new deaths, we have the same picture. Europe is way ahead with over 12,000 deaths, followed by Asia, the Middle East, and North America. Most governments of the world had the nature of the beast when they looked at the corona stats. They've known about this for over 2 months. And yet we still haven't got countries that are prepared or putting anything in place that's going to make a difference. At the same time, we've got people that believe that nothing's going to happen. Just going to get sick and you'll be okay. They believe that young people will get sick and get over it, and the old and sickly will die. So they've got no problem with that. But once again, I say that this is an unknown virus. Unpredictable. But what is coming up is that you might have permanent lung damage if you get this virus. It's still early days to say that that is going to be severe or to what degree. That's what they're picking up. So until then, I hope that you take all the precautions that you can and you look after yourself and your loved one. Shalom.